How do you implement high availability (HA) in Prometheus? High availability in Prometheus is achieved by running multiple instances of Prometheus, often paired with Alert Manager, and using shared storage or federation for data redundancy. How can you reduce storage usage in Prometheus without losing critical data? You can reduce storage usage by adjusting the retention period, limiting the cardinality of metrics, or using downsampling for older data. How would you configure Prometheus to scrape targets at different intervals? And configure scrape intervals on a per-target basis in the Prometheus.yml configuration file by defining the scrape_interval under each target's configuration. What is the purpose of Alert Manager in Prometheus? Alert Manager is responsible for managing alerts generated by Prometheus, including deduplication, grouping, and routing to notification platforms like email, Slack, or PagerDuty. How does Prometheus handle stale data in time series? Prometheus automatically marks series as stale after a certain period without updates, helping to ensure that queries reflect the current state of the system. How would you handle an alert in Prometheus for services that go down frequently but recover quickly? You can use the for clause in alerting rules to delay alert firing, ensuring that alerts are only triggered if the condition persists for a certain duration. What is Prometheus Federation, and why is it useful? Prometheus Federation allows you to aggregate data from multiple Prometheus servers, making it useful for scaling or segmenting metrics collection across regions or clusters. How does Prometheus handle security for the metrics endpoints? Prometheus supports basic authentication and TLS encryption for securing metrics endpoints, though this often requires external configuration or proxies like nginx. How would you use Prometheus to monitor multiple Kubernetes clusters? You can deploy Prometheus instances in each cluster and use federation to aggregate data or centralize the data using remote write and read endpoints. How do Prometheus and Grafana work together in a monitoring setup? Prometheus stores and collects metrics, while Grafana visualizes them through customizable dashboards, using Prometheus as a data source to display real-time and historical data. What is the difference between a counter and a gauge in Prometheus? A counter can only increase or reset to 0, while a gauge can increase or decrease, making gauge useful for tracking fluctuating values like memory usage or temperature. What is a label in Prometheus, and how is it used? Labels in Prometheus are key value pairs that differentiate metrics with the same name, allowing you to filter and query data more precisely, for example, by instance, environment, etc. How would you use Prometheus to track latency in an API service? You can use Prometheus histogram or summary metric types to track response time, and then query them using histogram_quantile to calculate latency percentiles. What is the impact of high cardinality on Prometheus performance? High cardinality, or having too many unique label combinations, can significantly impact Prometheus memory and storage usage, leading to performance issues. How can you protect Prometheus against data loss during an instance failure? You can enable remote storage in Prometheus to back up time series data to an external system like Thanos or Cortex, which provides durability and scalability. What is the purpose of the offset modifier in Prometheus queries? The offset modifier in Prometheus allows you to query data with a time shift, which is useful for comparing current metrics against historical metrics, for example, CPU usage now versus 24 hours ago. What is a service level objective, SLO, and how is it tracked using Prometheus? An SLO defines a specific target for service reliability or performance, which can be tracked in Prometheus by creating alerts or dashboards for key metrics like latency or uptime. How can Prometheus be used to monitor SSL certificate expiration dates? Prometheus can monitor SSL expiration by using exporters like blackbox_exporter, which can scrape HTTPS endpoints and expose SSL certificate expiration metrics. How does Prometheus handle dead targets? Prometheus marks dead targets as down and stops scraping metrics from them, retrying according to the configuration. Stale data may appear in queries until the target recovers. What is the purpose of sum_over_time in Prometheus? Sum_over_time calculates the total sum of a time series over a specified range, often used to aggregate resource usage or request counts over a defined period.